So most religious leaders in the Nelson Mandela Bay region will deliver their Christmas church service using the latest technology due to the devastating impact of COVID-19, which has killed so many South Africans thus far. Some religious leaders will be live streaming their services. So as usual at this time, you know that people would be traveling on the roads, heading out to those respective worshipping places. They're not doing so, but there are still some on the roads, either heading home for the Christmas period or perhaps doing their daily traveling. So let's find out what's happening at one of those roadblocks. You saw earlier on my colleague Chriselda Lewis is at one of them, mentioning the fact, Chriselda, that there already have been some arrests. Just how big or bad are the traffic volumes and the driver behavior?
Well, a very good evening to you, Tsepiso, as well as to our viewers. This special broadcast live outside here in Johannesburg at one of three major roadblocks that the city is having this evening. And as you rightly point out, Tsepiso, that the traffic volumes that we're seeing in Johannesburg this evening is unlike anything we have seen in the city, especially during the festive season. Many people have decided not to go away because of the rising numbers of COVID-19 infections, and Johannesburg are quite busy at this time, this festive season. Many people opting not to go away, and police also taking the opportunity. This particular roadblock, Johannesburg Metro Police Department, as well as the South African Police Service, the Johannesburg Mayor. You could see here Jeff Makubo also joining us now. Might as well take the opportunity, Mayor. You've just arrived here. We'll speak to motorists very shortly. Very good evening to you. Johannesburg, much more busier than we've seen through any festive season. Many have not gone away due to COVID-19. I see you're out in full force together with law enforcement agencies.
No, certainly people have not gone away, and we appreciate that they have stayed as we called them to stay, not to go anywhere, because COVID-19 is here. You know the numbers in KZN, in Eastern Cape, so I'm very happy that people have not gone in their numbers as always. But of course now we're promoting road safety here in Johannesburg. They mustn't drink and drive. I'm told that they are prize winners already, people over the limit. So it's road awareness, road safety awareness, and of course we are enforcing the law today.
Has Johannesburg Executive Mayor had any challenges throughout this particular period? There's been major challenges of non-compliance within the city. People not complying in terms of wearing their masks. We've been here for about an hour, where every single car you've had officers telling people to wear their masks, and there's just no compliance. Even when you talk about some of the taverns that are operating outside of the prescribed times. Talk to us about some of the challenges you've had as a city.
We've had challenges in Sandton, in Rosebank, in Soweto, in Alex, where taverns, shebeens don't comply, and people had parties like from 12 o'clock after the curfew. But I think the officers have been hard at work, confiscating alcohol, closing the taverns, ensuring that people comply. I mean, I think from today till January, we're going to be very hard on people who don't comply.
All right, thank you very much indeed, the Johannesburg Mayor Jeff Makubo. Let me bring you towards this direction here. This is Lara. Lara is one of those dogs that is also brought to this roadblock. I understand that she is one of those dogs that sniffs out for explosives, and Chris is going to join me now. We'll stay on Lara, and he will tell us just basically, what Lara's here to do and why is it important for her to also be at this roadblock. Chris, thanks indeed for your time. Lara is one of those dogs that you bring here to sniff out for explosives. How important is it for her to be here in such big operations?
I think especially what we're looking at now with the crime so high, firearms coming from over the border, explosives coming over the border. It's important for us at roadblocks to be there to make a difference. We're a company from Braveheart, and we want to make sure that we add value to this and to the community and to the people of South Africa, and stop the crime and try to get and see where we can go.
Yeah. All right, thank you very much indeed. Let me just walk you through here, just very shortly, Tepi. So this particular direction, you see this bus that is right here. That bus, that huge bus, they're already prize winners, as the executive mayor has said. Some people have already been arrested for drunken driving. I'll just take you very close to that here at the moment. So JMPD and SAP certainly not playing at this particular hour. I'll bring you here, and you'll just give me 1 second. We will not be allowed to show their faces at this particular time, but we'll show you that there have been some prize winners at this particular stage. We are towards this direction here. You would see this gentleman being processed. We won't show his face here this evening. And he's obviously been brought here, processed. They have a full operation that is taking place here. And so I think these are some of the dockets that are being processed here. The dockets, Tepi, are being processed right here. We will not show you the faces of the individuals who've been arrested. They've not yet appeared in court. But already, Tepi, so at this hour, you already have, I think, about 2 people who've been arrested for drunken driving, alleged drunken driving, and another for counterfeit goods, I understand. So at about 8 minutes past 6, you already have those arrests. We're going to be here for quite a while this evening. We'll go towards... All right, the highest rate is what, sir?
1.17, the highest reading, alcohol.
The highest reading for alcohol is?
The first culprit that was arrested, the highest reading was 1.17.
That's super high. All right, so we'll very shortly as well, we'll also be speaking to the Johannesburg Metro Police Department Police Chief, and we'll have that for you at about 20 past 6. But I'm going to try and get out of this particular facility right now, Tepi, so you'll forgive me. A little bit unstable as we move with camera person Thabiso Paki. I would try to walk down the stairs here. Those are some of the nitty-gritties that you certainly don't see. Let me bring in some of the motorists very quickly. Just 1 second. You'll bear with me for 1 second. Let's come through here. You see this car being stopped here at the moment. Good evening. Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hi.
I'm Chriselda from the SABC. Hello. How are you? Very good. Good evening. Okay, you guys are very happy, quite clearly. Good evening to you. You've got your masks on, right?
Yes.
All right. Nice to see you too. Okay.
Nice to see you. I love you, Chriselda.
Oh, I love you too. Thank you so much. Okay. Are you guys happy that there's a lot of police on the road this evening?
Yeah, we are because we've been kept saved. Yeah, we are safe, and it means that the government is taking care of the public. Yes, and we thank you so much, guys.
Okay, pleasure.
Yes, thank you, Chriselda.
Hello, Mama. How, Mama? Mama, are you happy to see the police on the road? How do you feel about them being here?
Chriselda Lewis, SABC and TV News. Whatever. You know, I am so happy at doing this. We are so concerned about what you are doing. And then, please,
everyone must be safe, right? Just one more here, ma'am. You've got a message for the public?
Yes, I have a concern. Do they do this on all the public roads?
Yes, ma'am.
All over.
There's many roadblocks, so you better be careful tonight, huh?
Okay.
All right, great stuff. You'll be home by 11 o'clock?
No, I'm going home now.
Are you going home? All right. So, Tepiso, that's exactly what's taking place here on the roads in Johannesburg. This is just but one of 3 major roadblocks. So, if you're around the Johannesburg area, you're certainly going to have to be very careful and make sure that you are at home by 11 o'clock this evening. That's the cut-off time. If you're planning to wish your family members a Merry Christmas, it's going to have to be in your yard. We'll be here for quite a while. At about 20 past 6, we'll have the Metro Police Chief. We'll speak to her about some of the challenges that they've had and exactly how they plan to maintain law and order during this particular period.
Well, Chriselda, certainly a lot of love coming your way and for the SABC, so good one on that. And it's good to note, as you say, that people are already in those vans for prize givers, so a good warning for those who are still thinking of being out on the roads. At one point, what was the highest level that you mentioned earlier on? 1.6 or 7? Okay, so she